Prince Harry and Meghan Markle will still get paid millions of dollars for doing absolutely nothing.
Trying to be a victim. Like, what's this girl, Meghan Markle? Seemed like a nice lady. Just complaining. I was like, didn't she hit the light-skin lottery?
President Trump also announced a new trade deal with the UK that will reopen British markets for American companies. All that Britain demands in return is that we keep these two.
Because if you came up with the picture of an annoying, insufferable white woman, it would be Meghan Markle. If you came up with an out-of-touch, suburban white woman, it would be Meghan Markle, even though she's not white.
And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little disappointed because I thought if Harry was looking to marry a beautiful mixed-race foreigner, could have looked a little bit harder. But I guess that night in Morocco didn't mean anything to you, Harry. I called you my royal Ed Sheeran.
If you haven't seen the documentary, lucky you. Ginger Royal meets fit American actress. She then discovers that everything is so unfair. He then discovers that racism is actually a bad thing. And then they moan about everything.
Meghan Markle and her faux naivety. Oh my God, you guys, I married into the royal family, and guess what? They're weird! If only there had been some signs. Oh, leave us alone. All we ever wanted was our privacy and a Netflix deal. Ah!
Okay, enough.
So Joe Koy really said, let's talk about Meghan Markle on live TV at the Golden Globes in front of the entire Hollywood elite. But here's the thing, that one joke wasn't just a throwaway punchline. It set off a chain reaction. Other comedians started chiming in. The internet grabbed popcorn. And before you knew it, Meghan Markle became the unofficial roast of the season. Joe Koy's Golden Globes joke about Meghan Markle definitely made headlines. But what Alexandra Daddario said in an interview, that might have exposed Meghan on a whole other level. The kind of subtle, classic Meghan behavior that always finds a way to slip through. We'll come back to that in a second. But first, let's talk about Joe Koy. Because when he stepped on that stage, he wasted no time going straight for the crown.
Just a great series about a rich, white, dysfunctional family, all scheming. Oh no, that's the crown. That's the crown. I'm sorry.
From there, he aimed straight at Prince Harry, and this time, it wasn't just a joke. It was the line that must have echoed what everyone in Hollywood has been quietly thinking, that Harry and Meghan are cashing Netflix checks for doing absolutely nothing.
Prince Harry and Meghan Markle will still get paid millions of dollars for doing absolutely nothing. And that's just by Netflix.
And then he cut through the hype with the obvious. Landing a Netflix deal isn't exactly groundbreaking. For Harry and Meghan, it's almost expected. After all, when you're tied to royalty and already sitting on millions, the deal feels more like a perk than an accomplishment.
I have a deal too. Chill. You guys are acting like...
And just when it seemed like the jokes couldn't get any sharper, he slipped in a punchline that tied Harry's money troubles to Hollywood itself, setting up one of the night's funniest digs about the crown.
How great was Imelda Staunton in The Crown? Wasn't she amazing? Her portrayal of the Queen was so good, Prince Harry called her and asked her for money.
Joe Koy didn't just tell a joke at the Golden Globes, he set the whole conversation in motion. His roast opened the floodgates, and by the time Saturday Night Live picked it up, Colin Jost was comparing Meghan and Harry's love story to Elon Musk, turning it into one of the sharpest punchlines of the night.
And come on, Elon built electric cars, he's going to Mars. Why is he even involving himself with Twitter? It would be like if the Prince of England gave it all up just to marry an actor from Suits.
Colin Jost took it one step further, twisting a royal Photoshop fail into a jab at Meghan's need to always lend a hand.
A Christmas photo released by the royal family features a bad Photoshop job where Prince Louis's finger appears to be missing. And this is sweet. Meghan Markle said she has a finger they can use if they need it.
But the sharpest digs came from a Saturday Night Live sketch featuring Emma Stone as Ms. Tinsley, Harry's ex. The skit stretched her character into a direct mockery of Meghan, poking fun at the fact that not everyone gets to live in a mansion for free.
Oh, hello, little baby. Hello, little tiny baby.
little close
Little
titties,
baby.
right?
Your dad broke up with me on WhatsApp.
Okay. So, how have you been, Tins? Huh? Good?
Splendid, Harry. Splendid. I'm so busy and happy. I'm glad we didn't make it, Harry. I don't want to be a duchess and live in a huge house for free.
One sketch in particular stole the show, stretching the brothers' awkward tension to hilarious extremes. Alex Moffat as a stuffy Prince William and Mikey Day as a dimmer Prince Harry, poking fun at William's hair and complete with that ridiculous dance that had everyone cracking up.
So sorry to hear that your hair could not make it tonight. So sorry.
Brilliant! What a brilliant boy!
Dance, mate.
No,
come on,
I'm good.
no.
Okay,
Wheels, come on.
Well, I
it's
suppose
my
I
reception.
could
You're gonna...
bust a few.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
there you go.
okay.
Yeah, come on.
You like that, brother?
Yeah, twerk it, Wheels.
Just jam on.
Twerk it, Wheels. There you go.
No.
And if you thought the roasting was done, John Mulaney proved otherwise, stepping in with a no-filter takedown of Prince Harry. No clever wordplay, no soft landing, just straight up calling him out in the most brutal way.
The real dunce of this fairy tale is Prince Harry has entered the chat. You dumb ginger. You leave your title because you don't like your 94-year-old grandma? That's the definition of something you wait out, gangsta.
And John Mulaney didn't spare Meghan either, mocking her favorite act of playing the victim, pretending she didn't know what the royals were like. He called it out so bluntly, the audience couldn't help but laugh at how ridiculous it all sounded.
That's because you're thinking of the Munsters, you silly goose.
You're yelling at who here?
Her, the Meghan Markle.
Okay.
Yeah, just the fact that she wanted to leave the royal family because they were like, be proper and sit so. There has never been a point in my life where I did not know that the Queen of England was strict and not fun at all. So don't marry into the family with the most jive-ass boring people ever and then be like, oh, should we play Never Have I Ever?
And just when it seemed like every comedian had taken their shot, another heavyweight stepped in. Conan O'Brien brought his trademark dry wit to the saga, dropping a line so unexpected, it pushed the Meghan and Harry roast into pure late-night absurdity.
Thank you. Oliver, you have generously offered to keep the wax figures of Harry and Meghan safe while the royal family drama gets worked out.
Yeah, that's correct. And if I may, I would just like to say that I'm definitely not using the wax figures for stuff. Just to clear that up.
And trust me, this was just the beginning. Conan's next line took an even weirder turn.
Are the figures wax figures now?
They are in a loving home, Conan, and I treat them better than the museum ever did. They didn't appreciate Meghan's soft hands or Harry's supple lips.
And as if the late-night roasts weren't enough, even other celebrities started jumping in, sharing how Meghan managed to disrupt their lives in the strangest ways.
Andrea, is this true that is this true? Meghan Markle has ruined your workout regime. Is this true? If so, how?
Yes, she has.
How?
And right after that, actress Alexandra Daddario shared her own run-in with Meghan, one that left her genuinely frustrated.
Well, she came into New York last weekend, and she went to a yoga place called Moto Yoga, which is my yoga place.
Even celebrities aren't safe from the Meghan effect. Alexandra Daddario admitted that thanks to Meghan, her go-to yoga spot in New York suddenly turned into a crowded circus.
They have places in LA and New York, but now that she went there, everyone's going to want to go there, and there's not going to be any room. It's going to be harder to get into.
By this point, the storm had spread far beyond a single stage. What began as one roast had snowballed into a full-blown late-night obsession, with Hollywood's biggest names turning Meghan into their safest punchline. And in the US, even a satire puppet show jumped in, mocking Meghan and Harry with brutal honesty, serving up the kind of reality check that hit harder than any royal interview ever could.
It's the husband formerly known as Prince. Any luck getting a job?
Oh, they had me driving for Uber Eats. But there were too many damn rules. Don't touch the food. Don't taste the food. Drive on the road.
I'm sorry, Rowdy Weddy.
And when Harry couldn't land a job, the satire got even sharper. Meghan was shown plotting her own big plans. But the way it played out felt less like ambition and more like a cartoon roast, serving up harsh truths wrapped in comedy, where the jokes cut closer to reality than anyone expected.
If I'm going to succeed in America, I need a lifestyle brand of creams and supplements. Gwyneth Paltrow has Goop, Kourtney Kardashian has poosh, and Jamie Lee Curtis has poogert. Now I've got mine, Meg Goo, celebrating the sexy earth goddess in all of us.
Once the satire shows had their fun, comedians weren't about to sit back. They thought, why should the puppets have all the laughs? That's when Joe Rogan grabbed the mic and turned Prince Harry into his next punchline. He turned his real-life beef with Harry into a comedy segment.
Prince Harry's talking shit about me. I'm like, I just woke up! I'm vulnerable! I'm in my underwear and there's a prince on TV. Do you know how fucking weird it is when a prince knows your name? He's like, Joe Rogan's giving out dangerous vaccine misinformation! And my first thought was, fuck, did I?
When even Joe Rogan starts clowning on you, you know the tide has turned. By now, the comedy world wasn't just poking fun, it was calling out the cracks in Harry and Meghan's story. But all of that was just the build-up. The real knockout blow came from the man we promised from the start. It's time for Chris Rock's brutal reality check.
Show everybody trying to be a victim. Like, what's this girl, Meghan Markle? Seemed like a nice lady. Just complaining. I was like, didn't she hit the light skin lottery? Hit the fucking light skin lottery and still going on complaining. Acting all dumb like she don't know nothing.
But the night truly belonged to Chris Rock. He didn't bother with soft punches, he went straight at Meghan's favorite script, playing the victim. With one sharp routine, he flipped her complaints into a global punchline, the kind of roast that didn't just get laughs, it opened eyes.
Going on Oprah, I didn't know. I had no idea how racist they were. It's the royal family. You didn't Google these motherfuckers? What the fuck is she talking about? She didn't know. The fuck? It's the royal family. They're the original racists.
That's the genius of Chris Rock. He cut right through Meghan's so-called clueless act. The whole world could see it, and with one sharp punch, he made sure she couldn't hide from it anymore. Once the comedians had their say, the internet took the roast and cranked it up to a whole new level. TikTok, YouTube, and Twitter turned into non-stop burn zones, where Meghan and Harry weren't just mocked, they were remixed into comedy content on repeat.
I said H was H, H was at the H, H has been, H is, and H called me with H, and H was out, and with H. I may no longer be royal, but I'm still a pain in the ass.
And the funniest part? It all started with one tiny, awkward Netflix moment. Meghan correcting Mindy Kaling on her name.
It's so funny, too, that you keep saying Meghan Markle. You know I'm Sussex now.
Something so small, yet it got slowed down, looped, captioned, and memed into oblivion. Overnight, Meghan's face became the internet's favorite template for every over-the-top correction, and it was brutal.
My name is Meghan Sussex now. Call me Meghan Markle one more time, Mindy fucking Kaling. I want my home to feel welcoming. Do you feel welcome? Does my soundstage welcome you? Mindy and I are such great friends, like besties. Like, I love her. Like, she doesn't know my name, but we're best friends.
Then came the parody cooking jokes, though many said Meghan was already parodying herself. Giving budget tips from a mansion kitchen while sipping champagne made the whole thing feel like a comedy sketch on its own.
Trick that people do with pineapple, instead of just cutting it to make the perfect little bite, you follow the wedge. When nature has given you all the cues on how to have a perfect taste of something.
Oh, how fun is that? I love it.
This woman is being paid millions of dollars to show how to cut into a pineapple.
In the end, the biggest winners weren't Meghan and Harry, it was the comedians. Joe Koy and Chris Rock proved that with Meghan around, you don't need to invent material. She hands it to you on a silver platter, and the punchlines just write themselves. So, what do you think? Was Joe Koy sharper? Or did Chris Rock land the real knockout? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button if you enjoyed the roast, and don't forget to subscribe for more such videos.